Now, in this digital age, the world has shrunk remarkably, and sometimes it's wonderful for me to get feedback from overseas when people on the other side of the world have seen snippets of this program or articles I've written for The Australian. And so it was this morning when I got feedback about a story I ran on Kenny on Media on Monday night and also published in the Oz. It was about how the leftist publication The Guardian has instructed its journalists to refer to climate change now as a climate emergency or crisis or breakdown. And climate sceptics are now to be called climate deniers. It's Orwellian stuff, and it shows how the green left of politics is doing all it can to ramp up the alarmism, whip up the hysteria, mislead the public and corrupt our language in order to push their agenda. Well, someone in the UK noticed my story, someone in the southwest of England, in the cathedral city of Exeter. Exeter also has a university, and on Monday, its Vice-Chancellor, Professor Sir Steve Smith, sent out an email to staff which has been sent to me I want to share with you. The heading was bad enough, Environment and Climate Emergency. The Vice-Chancellor went on to say that the university has declared an environment and climate emergency and has announced the establishment of a team to focus on the actions required, based on evidence and science, to secure urgent action and change. The future of our planet and community is at stake, it said. We want to support those calling for urgent action and show our commitment to leading the change required. We know, though, that simply declaring an environment and climate emergency is not enough. You don't say. And it went on to explain how it will set up new research units and also use solar panels and the like to reduce its own carbon footprint. The email said taking climate action was the greatest challenge facing humans today. Now, this is a big and highly contentious call. I would suggest that global poverty, malaria, tuberculosis, war, discrimination against women, exploitation of children, overpopulation, water conservation, particulate air pollution, habitat destruction, and perhaps a few other issues easily outrank climate change. And certainly they take more lives in the here and now. You'd think the prime focus in this area for a university might be to do more research, seek to understand climate change, pin down the causes, the effects, good and bad, and the best path forward when it comes to adaptation or mitigation. Instead, as we saw with the ClimateGate emails a decade ago, universities seem more interested in public relations and politics than they are in research. This is a great pity. And to my search in the UK, thanks for the email, I'd like to say our universities in Australia are wiser and less prone to alarmism and posturing, but that just wouldn't be true, would it? Oh, and as for Vice-Chancellor Professor Sir Steve Smith, we're hoping another Steve Smith might be deserving of a knighthood after the coming English summer, no matter how hot it gets.